To order at 5:33. May I get a roll call?
Board Member Dina Flores,
Present.
Board Member Dolores Rivera, Board Member Aaron Pimental,
Present.
Board Member Patrice Stanzioni,
Present.
Board Member Armando Barajas,
Present.
Superintendent Dr. Alejandro Alvarez,
Present.
Dr. Diana Kennard, Maricela Barba, Kamiko Lee Nolasco. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexandra. Can I get a motion to approve the, no, wait, can I get the motion to approve the agenda of the regular board meeting of
So-
September 12th, 2023?
So moved.
I'll second.
Board member, approved by Board Member Stanzioni and seconded by Board Member Barajas. We do have two amendments to the minutes correction on minutes of the August 22nd meeting. Correction on item 3, legal services agreement, Fagan, Friedman, and Full Frost Personnel Commission. No discussion or action due to lack of motion. Correction on item number 4, the Personnel Commission, Bassett Unified School District, appointee new 3-year term. The governing board took action to seek a candidate for the 3-year term based on Ed Code requirements. With these amendments just mentioned, can I get a roll call approval?
Aye.
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 Aye. Okay, moving on, open session. Can I have, Brian, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Brian. Okay, moving right along, Student Board Representative Report. We will have Brian, Vice President for ASB, give the report.
Don Julian announcements. Don Julian started our Math Buddy program, 8th graders working with our kindergarten students. Our first coffee with the principal was well attended and our parents had the opportunity to learn about what's new at DJ. We recognized 34 students for outstanding academic achievement, outstanding character, and student of the month at our first student of the month assembly on Friday, September 8th. Kona Ice was on campus for a fundraiser on Friday, August 25th, and it was well attended by parents and families. Van Wyck announcements. The Van Wyck teachers have been hard at work in their classrooms, getting to know their students and making sure all their materials and devices were in the students' hands. The scholars at Van Wyck have been learning about their classmates and teachers through identity bags and other getting to know you activities. We completed all iReady diagnostic testing. We had a fun NED assembly where the students learned about never giving up, encouraging others, and doing their best. We ended the month with a successful back to school night where the teachers showcased student work and we sold pizza, nachos, drinks, and even had a Kona ice cream truck. We are looking forward to a fantastic September with our Van Wyck Wildcats. Edgewood Academy announcements. At Edgewood Academy, the Brave Knights are working hard academically. Our students just finished their iReady diagnostic and we have some shout outs to give. In the area of reading, 2nd grade had nearly 3/4 of the students at or above grade level. 3rd grade had nearly half of the students at or above grade level. In the area of math, 5th grade had over half of the students at or above grade level. We look forward to the hard work and growth this school year. We are also excited to announce that we have perfect attendance challenges happening throughout this year. Over 310 students had perfect attendance during the week of August 21st through the 25th and earned a popsicle at the end of the week. Classes can also earn free dress once they reach 20 days of perfect attendance as a class. During our No Excuses University Assembly, our students learned about the importance of attendance, working hard academically, and having a growth mindset. All of these work together to make them college-bound Brave Knights. Students are thrilled that we are once again offering a beginning 6th grade band in addition an advanced band for 7th and 8th grade. The students have moved into a new location on campus and will be enjoying some new instruments that were purchased at the end of the last school year. Lastly, our ASB board has been finalized and is ready to begin planning the fun activities for the year. Also, kindergarten had a goodies with grandparents this past week where grandparents visited and enjoyed some light snacks and pastries while reading books and touring the classrooms. Sunkist announcements. Sunkist is happy to announce that we will be starting our folklorico dance program this month. Ms. Espinosa is already busy planning our first meeting to introduce this wonderful and unique opportunity to be a part of as a Sunkist Tiger. You will all be invited to our show in May 2024. Stay tuned. We are also happy to announce that our dual immersion program in Spanish and English has continued to grow at a fantastic rate this 2023 to 24 school year. Thank you to all of our families who are attending our dual immersion program in kindergarten, first and second grade. Our dual immersion Tigers are on their pathway to biliteracy. Way to go, Tigers. Así se hace, Tigres. Torch Middle School announcements. Our children have started off strong this school year. We are in our 5th week of school and our children have successfully transitioned into the school year. They have completed their iReady assessments and are working towards achieving their academic goals for the school year. Our students will also be participating in our annual PBIS launch this week. Students will be focusing on our Torch expectations, which are to be safe, be respectful, and be responsible. Our students are excited. This month, our students will begin after-school sports, clubs, and intervention. We look forward to an eventful school year. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. Bassett High School announcements. Last Thursday evening, our varsity football team played Duarte and won. Go Olis. Our girls varsity volleyball team have been crushing it with several preseason wins under their belts. We hosted a representative from UC Berkeley who shared about the college experience with our students. This will lead us into our A through G night on Tuesday, September 12th at 5 p.m. We had our first coffee with the principal last week. The parent turnout was amazing. We are excited to grow as a community with our parents. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. Moving along, we will have a presentation from the Personnel Commission.
Good evening, Board of Education. My name is Janelle Sanchez, and I'm the interim personnel director. And I'd like to thank you for making time to provide a presentation this evening on behalf of the Personnel Commission. We wanted to provide an overview of the staffing support we gave Bassett Unified School District in the important, weeks of the summer, as well as leading up to the first day of school. So okay, first and foremost, we wanted to provide an overview of who we serve as the Personnel Commission. For first and foremost, it's the students, and then the Bassett administrators on behalf of the students, and then the Bassett community, Bassett employees, and then public applicants. So serving all of these members to provide the valuable service to our students and community members. First off, for summer employment, we staff any support that is needed during the summer months. And first and foremost, this is an opportunity for our classified members in terms of anyone who's not a 12-month employee. So anyone who's tied to the school session in terms of their employment, they have the opportunity to work during the summer months. So from June 12th through August 11th, we staffed 202 summer employment assignments, and this is a 6% increase from last year, in which we staffed 191. So program support that was provided is the extended school year, so the summer school session, and that was at Bassett Adult School, Bassett High School, Don Julian School, and Edgewood Academy. And then we partnered with the educational services in supporting the extended learning opportunity in the month of June with the Boys and Girls Club that had service at Don Julian School, Edgewood Academy, and Sunkist Elementary. And then the extended learning opportunity with the Think Together program in the month of July for the same school sites. In addition, we helped various departments during the summer. So child development, providing them clerical support to get ramped up in logging student enrollment and family outreach in the Child Plus program. They have a newly board approved vacancy, which we are working with the team to staff. So this was the clerical support in the summer in the interim before a permanent member can be staffed. Student services, assisting in enrollment with the school office assistant in on site, as well as having a community liaison to provide service to our community members during the summer months. I'll just pause so then the visuals can match. And then for facilities development and transportation, every summer there's a deep cleaning schedule in which additional custodial support is provided to all school sites and buildings ultimately. And this is to deep clean the classrooms and get them ready for the new school year. In addition, the HVAC installation and maintenance of, replacing all of the filters and getting things ready for our large scale project that is kicking off this year, as well as digging irrigation ditches. So this was across various school sites and provided, assistance to our irrigation and our grounds maintenance team. For fiscal services, clerical support to assist the team with multiple leaves in that department. And then for information and educational technology, staffing a library media technician to support in preparing and setting up student learning devices for the new school year. Here is a quick overview of the trend of summer employment from 2015 through 2023. So as you can see, there are multiple opportunities being provided to our non-12-month staff, and the Personnel Commission is assisting in providing those assignments. For instructional year staffing, I partnered with all of the school site principals as well as directors to ensure that coverage was provided. So then on Monday, August 14th, there wasn't any issue with any staff being out as much as we could anticipate for, because the last thing that we should have our administrators focus on are filling in gaps on the school sites instead of providing, excellent services to our students on that important first day of school. So at Bassett High School, you'll see 5 vacancies that were covered. This is leave support in addition to vacancies that are needed, and providing coverage if there's an out of class assignment in a different department. So that would be the Secretary 1 in the guidance office assisting out of class for the Personnel Commission during this very busy staffing time. At Don Julian School, staffing an instructional assistant, as well as partnering with Don Julian School, as well as the other sites that utilize student safety monitors. The LCAP program provided additional funding to have each student safety or each site staff their student safety monitors for a total of 30 hours per day. So with that, partnering with the principals to ensure that the labor guidelines are being followed, that the allocated hours are not being exceeded, and so on. So for Nueva Vista High School, adjusting the campus security officer schedule to better align with the bell schedule and the student needs on that site, in addition to filling their Secretary 2 vacancy. At Edgewood Academy, we have the health assistant, library media technician, school office assistant, and then the student safety monitor schedules there as well. And then for Sunkist Elementary School, we have a Secretary 2 vacancy, which ends up having a trickle down effect for the administrative support at that site. So the Secretary 2 was supported at or filled with an out of class assignment for their school office assistant. The school office assistant was then backfilled with an out of class opportunity for the school community relations assistant. So providing these promotional opportunities for all staff members and providing the necessary coverage for the front office and providing excellent service to our parents and community members, in addition to the student safety monitor schedules. For Torch Middle School, we had a couple of leaves that we needed to support with campus monitor and custodian 2, Van Wig, instructional assistant, and the student safety monitor schedules. Child development, the new board approved clerical assistant 1 vacancy, in addition to a custodian 1 leave. Educational services, partnering with the team to ensure that they had 3 language assessment assistants with a recent resignation, ensuring that we meet the 30-day guidelines in terms of any student enrollment assistance required for English learners. Facilities development and transportation, we have a kind of a trickle down effect as well in terms of a plumber vacancy being filled with a promotional candidate from our irrigation technician. And then the grounds maintenance worker working out of class to cover irrigation, and then maintenance worker substitute and warehouse operator support there as well. Fiscal services still providing that clerical assistance while we have multiple leaves in that department. And then the informational and educational technology secretary 2 vacancy. And then last but not least, for our special education department, we help fill 9 positions there. And these are key positions that we are happy to partner with the team in filling with employees versus contracting out with staffing services. While we still have vacancies that are being contracted out, we're helping with staffing employees permanently. So all this is a total of 55 assignments that the Personnel Commission helps staff for the beginning of the school year. Any questions? All right. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much. We will move on to years of service recognition. Oh,
Board President and members of the board, ask Ms. Lee Nolasco to come up to do the recognition of years of service for our staff. Thank you.
Hello. Okay.
here.
Okay. Good evening, board members and Bassett community. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Our Bassett Years of Service Awards commemorate those employees who have served in our Bassett community for 20 or more years. Staff members who have served in the Bassett community for 5 to 15 years are also awarded with recognition pins, but they are recognized at their school sites. Tonight, we honor those staff members who have dedicated their years of service in our district between 20 to 40 years to our students, parents, and community members. We would like to call those individuals up to receive their recognition pin. If you could please come up, shake the hands of our board members, and you will be presented with your service pin. And if you could please step to the side, we would be honored to take a picture with our board members. Okay. Beginning with our staff members and employees who have served in our district for 40 years, Mr. Hector Armas. Thank you. Next, Mr. Steve Garcia. Celebrating those employees who have served in our district for 35 years, Mr. Ray Felipe Ruiz. And Mr. Douglas Lusk. Celebrating those staff members who have served in Bassett for 30 years, Miss Laura Aronson. Ms. Irma Gaitan. Miss Barbara Shirley O'Day. Mr. Frank Torres. Miss Consuelo Diaz. Miss Janice Lim. And finally, Miss Angela Romero. Next, we'd like to honor those staff members who have served in our Bassett community for 25 years, starting with Mr. William Baca. Alicia Barcelo. Courtney Davia Rose. Ada Hernandez. Mr. Russell Munoz. Miss Fidelina Santos. Ms. Christina Topshon. Jason Tveit. Mr. Omar Barberena. Ms. Maria Chavez Romero. Francis Francisco. Ms. Irma Mian. Alma Padilla. Richard Santos. And finally, Miss Luz Torres. Moving on. We'd like to celebrate those staff members who have served in our district for 20 years, starting with Miss Van Cam. Mr. Thomas Covington. Miss Jacqueline Larson. Ms. Maria Reyes. Ms. Rebecca Camus. Ms. Maria Gomez. Ms. Stella Park. And finally, Ms. Sandra Torres. Okay. On behalf of our Board of Education, our Bassett community, students and staff, we thank you for your years of service to our district. If we can give one final applause, please, for everyone. Thank you. Oh, Edwin, can you put the?
Okay. Congratulations to all the recipients for their years of service. We really appreciate all that you do. Moving on, public comments related to closed session. We have no signups for this. The board. wait. Public comments related to open session. We have no signups for this. And with that said, the board, we're going to open the public hearing for instructional materials for the 23-24 school year. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing for instructional materials for the 23-24 year?
So moved.
Moved by Board Member Stanzioni. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Board Member Barajas. We open the public hearing at 6:01. Do we have any comments? Anybody wishes to address on instructional materials? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Given that we have no comments on instructional materials, we will close the public hearing at 6:02. Can I get a motion?
I move.
Second.
Okay, closed motion by Board Member Barajas, second by Stanzioni, Board Member Stanzioni. We close the public hearing at 6:02. Superintendent comments?
Thank you, Board President. I just want to thank, well, first I want to thank everyone for the years of service, 20 plus years, 40 years. I think next year we'll have at least 145 years of service, which is great to see as we roll into next school year. But I do once again want to thank everyone for the years of service, and even those that maybe I'd be at the 15 year, 19 years, 1 year, 2 years. Just I want to thank all our employees for their hard work here in the district. And so I just appreciate them and their support. The football game coming up this week, it changed to, what was it? I believe it's Thursday instead of Friday. Is that correct? Just got a notice. I just want everybody to know the high school game is going to be on Thursday at 7 p.m., not Friday. That's just a change made by CIF. Nothing to do our end or the other school. So I want to make sure we make that announcement. I believe the next game after this weekend will be a home game. So we look forward to seeing everyone there. And other than that, thank you.
Board Member Barajas.
I just want to echo what our superintendent shared a minute ago. I do want to congratulate and thank all the employees who've been here for many, many years. It is awesome to celebrate all their years of service every time we do it. So thank you to them and congratulations, I think. That's about it for me.
Board Member Stanzioni.
I'd like to congratulate all the students of the month at all of our sites. Getting through the first month is the hardest and everything else is cake. I can't wait to see what the folklorico class at Sunkist is going to be presenting, knowing that I'm a big supporter of the arts. I look forward to this. And as we approach Hispanic Heritage Month, it holds even more importance. Bassett High School, congratulations on football. Please come out. The next game is just down the street at La Puente High School. Even though they're not playing La Puente. Also, Go Girls Volleyball. They are staying in the game. I'd like to recognize Mike Tamayo for helping pushing out our homeless inventory to our great liaisons at each of our sites for our Bassett families. I'd like to recognize Rose Burgueño for her dedication in helping our Bassett families. And of course, Gamal Smolak for leading their department to helping our families when they need it most. I'd like to take a moment to, I don't even know what to say for this because 9/11 Remembrance Day, or Patriots Day as it's called by most, is a day when we need to reflect on the men and women who define the word heroism. It's used a lot, whether it's a superhero that wears a plastic cake, but these men and women charged into buildings that were falling down and gave their lives to try to save others. I offer continued prayers for their families who continue to suffer the loss of that. And to any of our first responders nationwide that act in the realm of heroism, I am in awe. I thank you. And lastly, I'd like to thank all of the staff who's dedicated their lives to our children, period. Have a great night.
Board Member Simenthal.
Thank you, Madam President. I also just want to join my colleagues and the superintendent and thanking everyone for their years of service. It's nice to see a lot of names that I recognize by being a student in this district, and they were my teacher, they were my counselor, they're someone who helped raise me. So for that, personally, I appreciate you all and congratulations on your various years of service. Also want to thank the visit tonight by our Bassett High School ASB Vice President. Thank you for joining us at a board meeting today. It was great to stop by the ASB class, I believe last week, just to introduce myself and get to know a little bit of the leadership team there. So I appreciate you coming up tonight. Also want to give appreciation to the Personnel Commission for that great presentation on all the hard work that y'all do. Appreciation to Interim Personnel Director Sanchez and Chairperson Rodriguez. And also give some great wins to the girls volleyball team and boys football team at Bassett High School. I've been to, I think, a few games now, maybe like 3 of each, making friends with the coaches and the admin team as we just kind of like walk the track, just seeing our students be successful student athletes. So it's been great to get out there. And just lastly, just a good appreciation to our school site teams, to our students on making it through. It's September 12th. We're already we're well into the school year already at this point, which is well because it feels like it just started, but wishing everyone well. And that's it for myself. Thank you, Madam President.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Again, to reiterate all of my colleagues, congratulations to all our recipients for their years of service, but also congratulations to all of our staff. All of our staff, each of you play a key role in molding the lives of our students, teaching them, educating them. I'm a very big proponent. Students, they're our resource. They're our most valuable resource. They are our future. If we're going to move forward, they are the future. So congratulations to Edgewood, as Brian mentioned, on their hard work on academics for getting at or above grade level. Sunkist, yes, I'm going to encourage everybody to attend the Folklorico performance. I attended. It's a very colorful and it's just beautiful. I videotaped all of it. I blew up everybody's phone with it. So it's really a great event. You really should plan on being there. It's in May. I'd like to congratulate Torch Middle School. Torch Middle School for successful implementation of California PBIS at the silver level. If you go to California PBIS, you will see our school on there. So great things are happening in Bassett. Amongst those great things also, we have Saturday, the board, we did a workshop on setting goals for the district. And it was great. It was just a very nice opportunity. We looked at the areas of fiscal, academics, facilities, and communication. Communication is key for the success of our district, getting the word out there, what platforms, what's easiest, and whatever not. So we will be meeting again at a special board meeting to finish off our goals, but it's a sign of really, really good things to come. So I'd like to thank Dr. Alvarez for his leadership in making all these things happen, for pulling the board together for this. And as far as in sports, I think October 5th is a homecoming game. Is it October 5th? Yes, it's a homecoming game. So make sure that we all get out and really celebrate our football team. Okay, don't quote me on the date, double check, but I think it's October 5th because I was happy that I was going to be here. Okay, so, and also be aware that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Don't forget to pink out in October. Okay, with that to say, thank you, everybody. Moving along, we'll go into closed session. Can I get a motion to go to closed session at 6:09?
Second.
A motion by Board Member Barajas. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the second. Stanzioni? Board Member Stanzioni, second. The board will go into closed session at 6:09. Can I get a report of action taken in closed session?
No report, or excuse me, no action taken in closed session.
Thank you so much. Written communications. LACO has approved the 23-24 budget and LCAP. There's no action on that one. And then we have Measure BB, the sales summary. It's located on there. Okay, moving on to discussion action items. Can I get a motion to do a sweeping motion on the resolutions?
I move to approve all of the resolutions.
Motion by Board Member Barajas. Can I get second?
Second.
Seconded by Board Member Stanzioni. We will approve resolution 006-24, 007-24, 008-24, 009-24, 010-24, 011-24, and 012-24. Can I get a roll call vote?
Aye.
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 Aye. Okay, discussion action item, California Commission on Teacher Credentialing, Provisional Internship Permit. The superintendent recommends the Board of Education to approve the submission of the provisional internship permit applications to the California Teaching Credentialing, California Commission on Teacher Credentialing. Can I get a motion?
A motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Barajas, second by Board Member Stanzioni. Roll call?
Aye.
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 Aye. We've all been waiting for. Discussion and approve intention to appoint the board's appointee to the Personnel Commission. The board moves to discuss all interested appointees to the Personnel Commission. Upon completion of discussion, the board will move to announce its intention to appoint, if any. At this time, it appears that we only had one application, Mr. Amadeo Rodriguez. The board moves to announce its intention to appoint Amadeo Rodriguez as the board's representative to the Personnel Commission and will hold a public hearing at the October 24th, 2023 regular board meeting of this appointment prior to the final board approval. Can I get a motion?
Due to his commitment and dedication to his position so far, I make the motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Board Member Stanzioni, seconded by Board Member Barajas. Roll call vote?
Aye.
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 Aye. The consent calendar. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered by the board to be items that will be enacted by the board in one motion. There will be no discussion of these items prior to the time of the board votes on the motion unless members of the board, staff, or public request specific items to be discussed and or removed from the consent calendar. Does the board have anything they would like to remove from the consent calendar? No? May I get a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented? And just a reminder that there were edits to the minutes of the August 22nd.
I move to approve the consent calendar with the edits.
Can I get a second?
So moved or so seconded.
Motion by Board Member Barajas, seconded by Board Member Stanzioni. Roll call vote?
Aye.
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 Aye. Okay. Adjournment. The next regular board meeting will be held October 24th, 2023. May I get a motion to adjourn the regular board meeting of September 12th, 2023?
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Motion by Board Member Barajas. Can I get a second?
I second it.
Seconded by Board Member Stanzioni. Roll call vote?
Aye.
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 Aye. This adjourns the regular board meeting of September 12th at 7:24. Thank you all.